So our beloved Kaspa is going sideways. Guys, I know that you're not very happy about this. So let's have a look at short time frame for Kaspa and of course at a long time frame. Guys, before we are going to start, consider subscribing because I'm updating Kaspa videos every single day. And of course, remember that this video is not financial advice, just my opinions on the market. So guys, first of all, let's go into the chart, right? Let's have a look at Kaspa's chart. That's obviously 4 hourly. I believe that Kaspa can potentially dip to these levels again to, do shaky, but we are going to look at the liquidity a little bit later. All right, now even if Kaspa dropped, obviously that is still a bullish trend for Kaspa on short time frame. Obviously that's 4 hourly, and Kaspa is creating higher highs and higher lows, as we can see. Well, that would be potentially arguable, but you guys get the point, right? This is basically an uptrend for Kaspa on short time frame. Okay, so now guys, what we can expect long term, right? Because I know that this is something that you have clicked for, right? So big shout out to Mr. Jim on X, and let me actually firstly read what he said. So Kaspa's macro ascending channel. Following this trend on Kaspa, one could argue their value for Kaspa right now is roughly 50 cents. If Kaspa can continue to follow the trend, and the longer it takes to get there, the higher the price. By the end of March 2025, the channel on Kaspa ranges from 33 cents to $5.36. There are many factors at play, of course, right? So obviously everybody has their targets for Kaspa, but let's have a look at his chart, right? So first of all, notice reaction to middle that gives the better confirmation that this is a valid channel, right? Because we got supported once. Well, we can argue that, in here, basically, we went to this area of this mid channel that could potentially also prove that this is a valid channel. And of course, this area where Kaspa was basically trading at, right? And here we got perfectly supported, okay? However, still we are at lows basically for Kaspa. But now potential upside prices depending on how long it takes to move up there. So guys, we've got highs of $5. So the question is $5 for Kaspa programmed? Is this possible? First of all, with this Kraken listing, I believe it is possible, but we still have to wait for Coinbase and Binance. Damn, I really don't want to say this, guys, in almost every single video, but that's obviously going to open the gates for the liquidity from US. But given the fact of what is going on in America at the moment, in terms of regulations that, well, I believe are going to be new, much more bullish and crypto-friendly regulations in America, that's going to allow people to actually invest into crypto like Kaspa, right? So we could see even more, guys. I'm not saying that we will even gonna say $5, but it's definitely possible considering Kaspa being layer 1, and obviously it's at what, 3 or 4 billion USD at the moment. Guys, obviously he's got his price predictions, right? Depends where you got into Kaspa, right? I read some of your comments, guys. You are basically saying that you got into Kaspa probably in here, and none of you got in here. I totally get your point, guys. And of course, what I was saying, don't be greedy, is that because when that pump is going to come, it might gonna get out of control. Obviously I don't know when exactly, nobody really knows, but we are going to look at different data that will hopefully kind of help us to determine of where we can expect this damn old season. We got $1.30, which is definitely doable, and we've got, let's say, $5.30. Well guys, I would probably set up different limit orders at around these price targets, maybe 80 cents, maybe 90 cents, maybe $1, or actually 95, so the number isn't even. So instead of waiting for $5, I would highly suggest that you guys do, let's say, 487, so it's not even, because many people are going to be waiting for these type of even numbers, right? I hope this helps. Based on this channel, I believe that's possible. Obviously so far, ever since Kaspa's inception, that is happening, right? We are still in this channel. Guys, now let's have a look at the bubbles. Let's have a look what's going on the hourly. Actually, we are in bullish sentiment because obviously Bitcoin is pumping like crazy, which is obviously great. We are, well, almost at 100k, but very good news is that the dominance is dropping, right? Now guys, if you're new, consider getting yourself a Tangem wallet, because guys, in case of exchange going down, or exchange basically manipulating Kaspa or whatever, right? Like, this is not your crypto, so make sure that you check it out. Of course, it doesn't support only Kaspa, it supports many different kind of coins, right? And with Tangem, you don't even have to send it back to exchange, because you can actually swap it for USDT and send it USDT into whichever exchange at any point in the future, and just take out your profits, right? So guys, with my discount code you can get minus 10% off. All right, and now let's have a look at liquidity, because that's obviously very important thing. So now everybody is shorting Kaspa on a daily, right? And roughly we got 10x leverage. And now on all of the exchanges, guys, we've got more shorts rather than longs, right? So I believe that the price could go against these traders, because it's definitely much easier to kind of, you know, manipulate small market caps. And I believe that there are manipulators, basically people that are having much more money than us, and they are able to shake these markets a little bit. But now, guys, let's have a look at 7 daily. So 7 daily, everybody is longing Kaspa, right? Let's see how this is going to, you know, roll out in, let's say, next week. So now we've got liquidity towards levels of 14 cents 7. Let's have a look at our chart and let's have a look at 14 cents 7. Actually, as we speak, the price is going towards the downside. So, well, I do see price going at least here. You know, probably by the time you watch it, it's going to be here, which is going to be what? Drop of, guys, just a couple of percent, whatever. Now let's have a look at the different levels of liquidity. Let's zoom this thing out. Let's say 3 daily chart at the moment, and let's see where the liquidity lays, right? So we could even experience some shakiness at 14 cents 4 and perhaps even 14 cents 2. So let's have a look. 14 cents 2, where is this going to take us, right? 14 cents 2, that will be potentially another level, right? And of course, guys, it doesn't have to necessarily be there for a long time. It's just going to wick down, so it can just flash these levered traders, as you can see in here, right? So the wick went in here below this line, and you know, it just traded upwards, right? So this is what I'm seeing. Probably we can see some wick towards the downside, and you guys can obviously set up a limit order, right? So we can, well, use some of the exchanges in the link in my channel. And now, guys, looking at RSIs on 24 hourly, we've got, well, a couple of cryptos that are basically being overheated on 24 hourly. Let's have a look at a weekly time frame. Is showing us that we still have much more upside potential. So what I'm thinking might gonna happen is that we are going to see another leg up for altcoins sooner rather than later, I think, and then we are going to see some shaky. All right, but let's have a look now at Fear and Greed. So guys, it could happen any minute, to being honest with you. Deeper pullback, right? We are at extreme greed 94, guys. I believe that yesterday we were like at what, 80 something, right? 84, 87, whatever. And now let's have a look at, you know, different data, because, you know, something that I was, well, speculating on, I believe happened. And now USDT dominance is basically stopping at this level of 399, almost perfect touch, and now we are actually bouncing towards the upside, at least on 4 hourly, guys. So let's see if this thing is going to go towards the upside or downside, right? Because based on this, right, we can clearly see 4 hourly and stochastic RSI is on bottom. That could easily reverse, and we could see, you know, some taking profits, considering the fact with this, I think we could see the pullback even now, guys. Of course, this is going to be short term anyways, I believe, because Bitcoin dominance at the moment is basically, you know, rejected from this level of the whole formation on 4 hourly at least, and, you know, had basically what, attempt number 1, 2, 3, and the dominance basically is being rejected again. So let's see how this thing is going to roll, because on a daily time frame, guys, we are, let's say, in the middle, all right, around 66. Okay, but guys, this pattern in general is a bearish pattern, and the dominance, I believe, is going to drop to firstly probably this level, and then, well, maybe this one, 50%, right? And I believe that we are going to experience a massive altcoin season, guys. We obviously have to monitor things as we go, but guys, I believe that, you know, this is nothing, and we are going to see much more upside in coming days and weeks. All right, but, you know, expect some pullback, because, you know, that will be too easy, basically, that, you know, everybody is going to get rich right now, considering the fact that everybody is degening into the market. I believe there is a lot of new money, right? And we are going to see some flashy. Right, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this quick update for Kaspa, and as always, peace and love crypto, and I'm going to see you in the next one.